now live. Good morning. Oh, I'm live all over Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Southern Twist Yarns. My name is Brenda Hedstrom, and I am the owner here. You will see I am once again flying a little solo. I'm just going to talk a little bit until we see if anybody pops on. Evie is visiting her parents and will be back next week. So you're stuck with me again. I'm going to show you a couple of things I'm working on and talk about what's going on in the shop. And hi, Jamie. She's here with me. I knew she would be. She's always my faithful follower. We love you, Jamie. Good to see you. So anyway, Evie is gone. Next week I will be gone and Evie will be here. Good morning, Charlotte. Good to see you. I am going to Chicago to go to market. I think I said that. So I'm going to be going and meeting with some of our great yarn companies and hopefully find some new yarn companies and some new gadgets. And you know me, I love gadgets. I love bags. I saw Tenti just dropped some new bags, which I can't wait to see. That's always one of my most favorite places to go, because they just do such a beautiful job with their bags. Also, I'll be going to Redesigned. We have one redesigned bag left in the shop, and I've been holding out because I know I was going to Chicago and I want to see live and in person what they have new, because I think I'm hearing some rumors that they've got some new colors. So I'll be going live while I'm at in Chicago at H&H, which is the name of our trade show. So you can keep an eye on me and follow me around. I'm going to try to do some more walking tours and go into some booths and show you some things that are going on. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Although it's going to be cold. Maybe that's a good thing. I can wear more of my knits. Last I looked, it was going to be like 40s at night. That's winter for us. So anyway, stay tuned and keep an eye out. Evie will be here next week on her own. And so she'll be talking about some of her classes and what she's got coming up for the summer and what we have coming up for the summer. Rachel and I will be working out time to get a bag class going, because most of you know we got our bag yarn, and I think I talked about that last week. So we got that really great recycled cotton bag yarn in, and I know it sold quite a bit of it on Local Yarn Store Day, but there's still plenty here. Speaking of Local Yarn Store Day, thank you to all of you who came out. We had a successful day. It was a little bit crazy here on my own, but we did it. We made it. So again, thank you. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate every single one of you who supported us. But speaking of Local Yarn Store Day, we do still have some kits left over. We have not broken those down. We have some Casapinka, and people that love Casapinka really love Casapinka. So this one I think is an absolutely gorgeous Casapinka kit. Look at that. Her shawl this year was called Colossal Fluff Up. Of course, the pattern is not free any longer. You will have to purchase the pattern, but at least we have the kit. You just come in and grab it, and you don't even have to think too much about it. And here's another one, another kit that we had, which I think is really a yummy, more neutral, kind of a peachy color with a caramel color with it, which I think would be absolutely gorgeous. Probably a lot more wearable than this, unless you're just like a really super brave soul. I'm not a big pink fan, so that's not my choice. But anyway, and then we have some of from our good friend Jill from Netsisu. I put together this really fun kit. I like color. I'm just not a pink girl. So take a look at this one. This one's amazing, isn't it? Look at all those colors. The color is called Alive. This is her fingering version. There's two versions in her kit. So this is the fingering, and this is two weights of Smooshy Yak, which is a fabulous yarn. Jill always gives options. That's what I love about Jill's patterns. When she does her shawls, she always gives you options to do fingering to DK. And of course, if you want to add a mohair or a Suri alpaca to that, you can. We did not build any kits out of that this year, but you certainly can do it if you wish. So that's one of the fingering kits. And then if you're a little more meek and mild, I guess, not quite as brave. I did put this really fun pretty kit together. This is all non-superwash yarn, by the way. I'm going to show you the pattern in a second. I know I haven't shown you the pattern yet. So this is 2 skeins of Ram Brûlée from Juniper Moon. Well, here, that's really ugly. I got labels on them. You don't really care about that. But these are 2 from Juniper Moon, kind of a gray and a really beautiful medium to dark blue. And then from Entropy from, oh, I hate it when my mind does that. It's a blue face Leicester. So non-superwash wool, this will be a really pretty one. And if you want to see the pattern, there it is. So here it shows it in 3 colors. Trying to not get the light shining on it. That shows in 3 colors. And then this is her 1 color that's done in fingering, and she used a variegated in there too. Now, you can do 2 colors in variegated. I don't want you to think you can't. She just designed it that way. So anyway, we still have some of those kits left over. We still have some of our mystery kits left over. I actually sold one yesterday. Our mystery kits are super, super fun. We take things in the shop that maybe we only have 1 skein of yarn left, or 1 of that color, or 1 of that item, and we put together a kit. Then we give you kind of a little bit of a hint. We let you know whether it's knit crochet or maybe it's not even a maker. Maybe it's just some fun things in the shop. And we mark them as mystery. They're heavily discounted, so you get it at a really good price. And it helps us move product that might, not have a home yet. And it also makes it a little more fun for you. So we still have some of our mystery kits, and we will continue to have those through the month of May. So that's what we have left over from Local Yarn Store Day. Again, thank you to those of you who bought kits. Thank you to those of you who came in and shopped and hung out with us for part of the day. I really enjoyed seeing each one of you. Okay, so what's new? Ooh, I forgot to bring out my sock. Sock yarn. Are you a sock knitter? We have this new yarn. I hate it when I have to turn my back, but we have this new yarn from Land du Nord. Look at this. This is cotton socks, and I have a sample of the socks, and I left it on my table up there. I'll run and go get it in a minute if you really want me to show it to you. These are called summer socks. 1 ball makes 1 pair of knitted socks. I do not know about crocheted yet. I had a customer who asked me about that yesterday. She's a crocheter. She wants to crochet some socks. I am waiting to hear back from my rep on that, whether you can get 1 pair of crocheted socks. I suppose it depends upon how long you make them. These socks are meant for a crew neck, or a crew neck, a crew sock. There is, I'm trying to see, 372 yards on the ball. These are called summer sock, and these are the summer sock fancy. Wow. And what I really like about them is if you look at the label, can you see that? You get that? I think that's close enough. You can see exactly what your sock is going to look like, provided you have the same gauge, but close. So this is more of a simple, this is kind of a quieter sock. If I were going to make socks, I would have to probably make this one for my husband. He would be one of those guys that would want not fancy. So we have 5 different colors of this yarn. It is, I'm trying to remember what the 88% cotton and 12% nylon. So this one's kind of a fun one. There, it shows you a little picture of that one in there. And then I have 2 more. These are the fancy ones again. You can see that. Can you see that in there? I'm trying to make sure I can get it up and not have the light shine on the label. That's that one. And then here's another fancy one. So if you're a sock knitter, you want to come in and get this yarn. I will find out today how much it takes if you're a crocheter. But 1 pair of socks, fun, fancy sock yarn. So the last time I was here by myself, I showed you a pattern that I was working on, very similar to what I'm wearing today. This is this actually, hi Nancy, nice to see you. This is actually a Barocco pattern. Not out of Barocco. Well, this is remix, actually. But this is a knit and crocheted project. I love doing those because I knit and I crochet, and I love the fact that it takes both of the things that I love to do and combines them. But this is a pattern that I found, and it is called Vanilla. I'm not going to try to tell you the name of the designer because I really messed it up bad last week. But this is fun because this is 2 crocheted panels, one here. This is a long sleeve version. And then there's one in the back. And then you pick up and knit along that crocheted pattern piece. So I am doing the short sleeve because it's summer. I don't want a long sleeve one. But I have finished my crocheted panels. And I'm going to be picking up today. So this is my front panel that will fit this way. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is for the back. This yarn here that I'm using is a ball of yarn that I had left over from in my stash, and it is from Wonderland Yarn, Frabjous Fibers, and it is their summer silk, which is a lovely rustic silk fingering. Working with them right now to get a new batch of this in. We're working on colors. It's a different kind of a yarn from colors because it is on the silk with a little bit of cotton in it, that it doesn't take real heavy and saturated colors. So picking colors makes it a little harder. They're a little more muted. But what I'm doing is holding it with this linen and cotton blend for all of my knitted parts. So look at this. Not going to be pretty. So that is what one of the things that I am working on. Well, one of the many things I'm working on. And I just wanted to share with you my progress on that because I think this is a really fun project. If you knit and if you crochet, or maybe you just knit and you want to learn how to crochet, or you want to crochet and learn how to knit, this would be a good project. Not for a beginner, but a really good project. So hopefully when I get back from market, I will have time to knit. I will have a little bit more of that done. Another project that I just got on my needles. You guys know I love color work. This is the newest one from Eleanor Mortensen. It is called Shashiko Tea. It is done in fingering weight yarn, short sleeved, color work all throughout. I'm really excited about it. I just got it cast on, and I am getting ready to start my color work. So again, this is another one that I'll have a little bit more of a preview for you. I'm trying to get out of my bag, sorry. A little more preview for you when I get back, but it's a start. So that is what I have currently on my needles besides my my big heavy cardie, my Jamie, what's the name of our cardie? All of a sudden my brain just, Hearthside cardigan. I am working on that. I am binding off the bottom of that, and we'll be working on picking up my sleeves. I am going to try to attempt to make it reversible. So doing sleeves is going to be a little tricky. So I'm working on that technique with Evie's help, of course. So that is what's happening right now. I will be in the shop today and tomorrow. Then Rachel will be here on Saturday. And then Evie will be running the store on next week. She will be back. So I hope that you tune in. Remember, coming up on the 18th of March, we begin our week of celebration for Southern Twist's 7th anniversary. We are planning something that will keep you busy the whole week. We are going to be playing bingo. Yes, bingo. We have bingo cards that we have worked out. You'll have certain things that you will win. If you fill your bingo card, you get a great big grand prize. And yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of different tasks for you. None of them are too terribly hard, but watch for that. And then everything will be accumulation on that Friday. We'll have cake and some bubbly and have little snacks, and everybody can just sit in here and chat and have a good time. So there'll be more information coming in that next week. I hope you all have a wonderful day. That's all I have for today. It's getting close to me to open up the shop. Stop in and see us. If you have any questions about anything that I'm working on, EB has classes that will be starting back up when she returns. So stay tuned, and We will see you all soon. Graduation's coming up. End of school already. Hard to believe. It just blows my mind. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, or if you need any more information, Charlotte, I know you're still here. I think you're still here. You asked about the DelaQ bags. The bundles are gone. I do not know when they will return, but DelaQ is one of the booths that I will be visiting in Chicago at Market as well. So hope everyone has a wonderful day. I see we have some rain coming in. Thank goodness we need it. Take care, everybody. See you in 2 weeks.